If he would have known about Jiznos, he would have lived. He would have lived to see that. He told me that he felt that you weren't going to do a show ever, and that's why I said that's it. If I would have known there was going to be a Jiznos show, this guy, I'm telling you, would have been alive, man. In anticipation of the Jiznos cock slap show. He was the best. The only problem I had with him on a monthly basis, so that did sour me on a monthly basis, is him coming up with the rent money. But I mean, there was no other better roommate. No friends. I mean, I wanted the guy to have friends. I would want him to have social life. But, you know, say it was some good-looking guy. He had lots of chicks over here, and then I wouldn't be able to do my cooking show, and there'd be some chick. Even though if I stay here and whoever gets that room, unless it's somebody from my show, then they can hang out in the living room. It would be different. They'd be my friend for a while. It would be different. But some person that I don't know, and that I don't know what's going to happen. I think that the landlord is going to want to get me out. I'll be the only one giving this guy prayers or talking about him, and we had our differences, but I'm telling you, I was lucky. For 14 years, I had a guy who was a good roommate, but there was, if it's every month, you know, that can be a problem about the money. But other than that, this guy, he was the best. He was a loner. He wasn't in and out of the kitchen all day. He would go get water he was strange. He would get water from the bathroom. From the bathroom, he would take whatever cup he had or some shit. He would go in the bathroom and get water. He didn't even have, like, water in the fridge, bro. Crazy. This is weird. This poor guy, but, I mean, I guess he had a good life. I don't know. He had the stress of this job, but that was only because he didn't pay his taxes. We didn't talk about it all the time. But his father went to Nam. His father was in Vietnam, and his father came back twisted. And then his father was like a mercenary for, like, drug dealers. His father, like, he thinks his father's job was he killed people. That's what he told me. And his father was a big dude, and that one time he saw his father get violent in somewhere. You know how, like, you have a beef? He was with his son, and you have a beef with somebody, and you're yelling, and he said that he fucking went over to the guy and he fucking just punched him in his face, and the guy fell down. His father was a big dude, and then at the end of so his mother got cancer, and he moved back in to, like, take care of his mother, right? And that's very noble. I really always appreciated that about this guy. And what happened was the mother eventually died, and then she had an inheritance. Where's my cha-ching? Because that's what brings me and him together, the inheritance, to be honest with you. Are you enjoying the story, everybody? I need at least 10 yeses. I need 10 yeses. And really, I'll never find a roommate like you. I understand that already, man. And I just hope that it wasn't painful, however you died. You know what I mean? That it was quick, bro. Because that's what I want for me. And I know you wanted that too. You wouldn't have wanted a suffering death that could have happened. So in some way, you know what I mean? For him.
This is fucking weird.
Yeah, he's still here. So we're all talking to him. I'll put on the TTS and I'll open the door. And at some point, maybe we could all tribute him. And I'll open the door.
Cha.
And I'll put the TTS on. And you can all say nice things. Because he made I've been on here as long as Glenn's room is part because I had, like, a good situation with this guy in this house. So in some way, and I never wanted to he wouldn't have ever really wanted to be on my show. And I never put him on. I never put him on my show. And I want to stay with this so you understand how me and this guy met. So he took care of his mother, and she died, but she had a life insurance policy where he got $75,000. He got $75,000, and I'm pretty sure at this point he wasn't paying IRS. I'm not sure how that works with inheritance and paying. And he worked for at least 6 months. At least 6 months. He worked for the IRS in Texas. He worked for the IRS.